This here's the story of tossed by the wind, who went out on his own with deceptions of men. He was warned by his mama, son, don't listen to them. And here's what she said to our friend: be sure that no one takes you captive by the deception of men, 'cause you will find it to be tragic in the end. To begin, he was with him and glad. Oh yeah. Mr. Pure and Simple was the only one he knew. Oh, and all that he had. Oh yeah. Till he heard.
If present growth rates continue, our population will double in about 50 years. Yet the Earth's size remains the same. Slowing human population growth and lowering our consumption of natural resources is key to reducing the impact we have on our planet. Through our personal decisions about our numbers and our lifestyles, each of us can help to preserve the health and beauty of our home.
Privilege, definitely. Yeah, I don't think that the government has any right to give you health care, especially if they're making people pay for it. I mean, everybody, even the poor, are going to have, they're forced to buy some sort of health insurance. I have a couple things to say. First of all, your right to life, that's in the Declaration, not the Constitution. And also, I can't help but throw this out, Communist Russia, under the USSR's Constitution, they believed that they had the right to health care. It would also extend wait time for people having to wait for surgeries and such if we had universal health care.
It might. I don't think you know that. Right?
Well,
it might.
According to how universal health care has affected Canada and Great Britain and other countries.
Are Canadians happy with their healthcare system?
Overall, according to the figures, no.
Yes, they are, very much. Yeah, they really are.
I've heard the contrary.
And Britain too. Lots of studies, repeatedly showing, neutral studies showing they love their healthcare system. And we're not communist Russia. That didn't work so well, right? Don't. And this is going to get you really upset.
As it gets hotter, people are going to start using more water, and they're going to move inward to the middle of the United States, and that's going to put a huge tax on the groundwater. And as the glaciers melt, all that water is going into the ocean, and sea levels will rise a couple feet. And there's places in Florida that will be underwater, and poison ivy and mosquitoes and African bees will take over. It's going to change the way the current works so that Europe is going to be colder, but we're going to be warmer. Northern forests are moving backwards and retreating.
Oh, and there's also been a massive amount of ice melting in Greenland.
Warming, our glaciers are melting, and they shouldn't be melting that fast. And every day we're losing a lot of precious resources. The humans are contributing most of this crap that's going in the atmosphere, and it's causing the greenhouse effect, and it has warmed the Earth by at least 2 degrees. And that is intense, because 2 degrees, that means that the northern forests are going to recede, and that means invasive species that we typically don't see up here.
Personally, I believe it's kind of silly to not believe in global warming because there is scientific proof.
I mean, I believe in being stewardess. I'm not just going to litter. And, I believe in taking care, of the planet that God gave us, But a lot of the scientific proof that you guys are throwing out was disproved a couple months ago. by something called Climate Gate that the news only covered for a day because Copenhagen was going to take place over the weekend. What happened was a couple Russians broke into the climate research unit in the UK, and they discovered 3,000 emails. The scientists there were corresponding with some American scientists up in the Northeast, and they were talking about covering the evidence that they found to fit their hypotheses. So they had been claiming that global warming was occurring and that the temperatures were going up, but the data they actually found showed that the climate was actually decreasing, and they covered that up and lied about it and told everybody. So a lot of the proof that we have isn't there. They just lied to fit their own hypotheses about what's going on and what's popular right now, what people want to hear, because it's turned into this big franchise, really. There are tons of scientists from Harvard who disprove global warming. I think there's a lot of research to be done.
We've been infecting your sons and your daughters. Make all checks payable to your alma mater. They're training for life on their own, so far from home. This here's the story of tossed by the wind, who was cursed for his thirst for the wisdom of men. Now broken and hopeless, he heard from within a still small voice calling to him. Lies always fail in the end. Truth will prevail in the end. My grace is sufficient, my friend.